Hey everybody, Big Jim Country Boy here. Check out my new t-shirt. Displays my big giant hot dog I cooked over a campfire. Isn't that beautiful? I got a bunch of other shirts you can check out, coffee mugs and sweatshirts, hoodies and everything. I'll leave a link down in the description to the merch store. Hi everybody, Big Jim Country Boy here with a good prepping tip for you. Nice prepping video. I have here this 5-gallon bucket, and what I put in here is a 20-pound bag of rice and 6 to 8 boxes of mac and cheese dinner and a bunch of oxygen absorbers, and then screw this gamma lid on here. Put a little bit of a vacuum on it and get rid of the air inside. And the mac and cheese was about $2 for 6 boxes, and I just picked up some more rice for $5.99 for a 20-pound bag, and I paid $8 for the rice that went in here. So I've got $10 worth of food in here, and probably $5 worth of oxygen absorbers, as much as $12 for a gamma lid. I know you know the prices, and as much as $12 for a bucket now with inflation. These I got at Walmart for like $3.50, $3.25 or something like that. But I was trying to think of a more affordable way to do it. I mean, these things cost money too. And then if you vacuum it only and put them in here, you know, you could add up to $10, $15 worth of bags in a 5-gallon bucket. And I said, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. So here's what I come up with. I was thinking of a lot of different ways, but here's a regular bucket. This is from Walmart. Like I said, right now, if you can get them, a lot of places are sold out. All the Walmarts in my area. I see these as little as $2.32, and they're food grade. But for all intents and purposes here, I don't even know if you need food grade. But these are from Lowe's. I picked these up. These are like $3.32 a lid. That's a lot better than the gamma lid. There's a high cost lid. Now, this has the pour spout deal if you pull this out, but it's sealed on the inside. And then this has a seal in here too, a gasket. So what I figured out is we're going to take the whole 20-pound bag of rice and put it in this bucket. And then 6 boxes of dinner, mac and cheese, in one bucket. Now, I don't know if you know that or not, but these bags of rice are perforated. They're not airtight. So you don't have to make holes in your rice to vacuum it. Now, I'll try to hold this up so you can see it. Now, my lid, here's O2 absorbers. We're not putting any in, but you know, just show you I have them. These things get expensive. So we're going to snap this lid on nice and tight. And then if you have a rubber mallet or something, you can go around here and bang these down, make sure they're all on there good. We want that clean. Okay. Now what I have here is a little pick or an awl. They're cheap, $2 for a pack of 4, and they got all dental pick type bends on them and stuff. Now, you probably can't pick it up on the camera, but when you're looking at this, there's writing and there's print and stickers and stuff on here. This portion of the bucket is completely smooth, the lid here. Okay? That's where we want to work. You want to find the center. And yep, I'm going to stab a hole right in there. See? I'll mark it with my finger. That's how far to pick one through. Now, what I have here, just to show you, here's a jar of white northern beans that we did in another video. And I have this that goes on the jar here. Whoops, hopes if we put the lid on first. Now, that came with this trusty hose. Now, my vacuum sealer is wet or dry, dusty stuff. It has a little compartment that you can clean out. That comes off, and then to vacuum seal, I plug into the hole on my right. I've showed you this in other videos. It's the same vacuum sealer. Now, I press start. So you can see that sucked down. And that's vacuumed all the air out of here. You can hear the machine die down. So then I stop it. Now either end doesn't matter. If I pull this hose off, that's when the lid seals. Okay? We've all seen this and done this. You probably have these kits. This is for the wide mouth, and this is for the normal standard size. Then this is sealed. You put your ring on. Okay? Now, I didn't have this kit because they were all sold out at the time, so I did put oxygen absorbers in this previously, which you can do. But I was trying to figure out how to use this and hook a hose up to here and vacuum out a whole 5-gallon bucket. And here's what I noticed. This is for the standard size. This plastic sticks up further than the seal. So if I go like this, it's never going to make a seal. What I was going to do is clean this real good with like isopropyl alcohol and dry it. And then I was going to take this G Advanced silicone caulk And I was going to make a bead all the way around this edge, nice and smooth, even, and let it dry, even if it took a week to dry and cure. Then I figured I could put this on that hole, hold it until it starts a vacuum, and that would be like a gasket. And then I could evacuate all the air out of the bucket. But then I said, well, I started looking, and the wide mouth jar, if you can see that, the seal does stick up past the white plastic, so I didn't need to alter anything. I could put this right on here. Be careful of the writing, because there's writing and it's stamped in the plastic and stuff, and it messes with it when you try to seal. Just like there's a hole in the middle of the bucket. In fact, until you get the hang of it, you might want to put this on the bucket before you make a hole, and take a Sharpie and draw a line around it. And that way you can make your hole somewhere inside of that circle. So you know that, like, here's writing, this dimple in the middle, here's a sticker. All that might mess with the seal and it might not vacuum so good. So now, if I vacuum it out, it's just going to leak. I got to put something on there real quick. So what I was thinking is, and we saw how the jar seals, like when it releases, it sucks the lid down on. But it must lift the lid up when it's draining the air out of the jar so that it can get the air out of the jar. So here's what I come up with. Now, you can use whatever kind of tape you think is best. I did another bucket. I used Gorilla tape, like duct tape, but better, I believe anyway. This is black PVC tape, it's called, because it's made out of PVC type material, or black electrical tape. But if we just take the scissors and cut off the smallest piece of this tape, that's it. Now, obviously, if we stick this on here, we may or may not get the vacuum out. But what you're going to do is just stick it. So only about a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch of the tape is sealed down. See how it's up like a flap? Now, we're going to vacuum the air out. I'll show you and demonstrate in a minute. But when I pull this hose off and release the vacuum pressure seal from the machine, that's going to suck that tape down and seal that hole. Now, let me show you. So we're going to put this on here. And like I said, this is not modified. This is the way it came. You can see the blue big one. The blue seal sticks out further for some reason. Then we're going to try to put this on here. I'm on the sticker a little bit. It timed out here. Okay. Now we're going to vacuum. Just press down a little bit to get it started and hit. I don't know if I'm not making a seal or I'm impatient. Let's let that go and see how it sucks it down. That might have been a problem. There's a lot of air in this big bucket. It takes a minute. Okay. Now I can feel that I don't have to hold it no more. It has the vacuum started. just let this rest here a minute. Now, if you can notice, there's a big dent in the back of this bucket. See how it's getting to be too much vacuum. Okay, my machine actually timed out, but I'm gonna hit stop. Okay, now I'm gonna pull the hose off. Now it should suck that tape down and seal the hole. Now, if we look, just going to press it down and make sure it's good, but it sealed that hole. See how the bucket's caved in? Can you see that on the camera? Now, I know what you're thinking. How long is that tape good for? Well, this is what I come up with. I started thinking that myself. Okay. So, here's what I came up with. I already had this anyway, right? And this is good for at least 10 years outside in the weather. So I'm thinking it's probably going to last quite a bit long time. I mean, that tape might last 50 years for all we know. I resealed this with a deck screw. Now, the first one I did, I put a big bubble on here of sealer. And then I said, well, that just makes it going to catch easier and come and rip off. So here's what I come up with now. I'm just going to put a bead, maybe 2 inches long across there, if you can see that. These pliers probably show better on camera with contrast. They're old. My bead starts here. I don't know if you can see it. Tip it up here. My bead starts here and ends here. Okay. Now, what I got here is just a piece of cardboard off a box, and I'm using it for a squeegee. So what I'm going to do is just lightly put this on here and drag that whole bead over that tape and leave some behind. Now, you could probably put epoxy over that or whatever you think is best, but that'll dry. You have a layer of silicone and then a layer of PVC tape with glue on it stuck under there. But I searched the internet everywhere. This is my idea. You're the first one to see it here with Big Jim Country Boy. Nobody else has it anywhere. You can see how that bucket's sucked in. I probably went a little too hard. You could stop before you cave the bucket in. Now, I'm going to write a number 10 on this one. That's all I write on the bucket. See? Now what I have is a composition notebook I keep for all my preps. Now I got a list in here of buckets I did. And some recipes and whatnot, but if I find it, okay. Here's buckets 1 through 9, and there's listed what I got. I gotta change the page. And I'll just simply write a number 10, and then 20 pounds of rice, and 6 boxes of mac and cheese. And I don't even write cheese out, I just put C-H-E-Z, Chez, like so. Now, I know what's all in my food prep, so I can go to the location where I buried them or stored them or whatever you want to do. Maybe you don't have room in your home, you live in an apartment, maybe you rent a storage locker. Well, you can go down there and you can say, I need rice. Well, I can look and I can see I got 8, 9, 10 numbered buckets, all got rice and mac and cheese in them. So that makes things simple. So now we have a whole 5-gallon bucket. Vacuum sealed. The only other thing I could recommend is when you're lifting these buckets off, if you stack them, lift them off level. Don't be dragging them off where you might scrape that open. But I thought that was a pretty cool, nifty idea I come up with, and I wanted to show everybody. Do another one quick here, show you. Here's the bucket. Another trick I learned. You put the rice in like this, you can see it all goes to the bottom and gets fat. Try to even it out like this more. It makes it smaller in diameter. And lay it in the bucket for now. And I got this spaghetti, was on sale, 50 cents a box. They were 4 for $2. And you saw my other video where you can seal them in Mylar bags or even food saver bags. But all that stuff I think gets pretty expensive. And these are durable. So that's 4 boxes of spaghetti in there. Now, here's a box of elbow macaroni. Now, if we stand this up, scoot that elbow macaroni to the bottom. This will push down. If you wanted to shake it around a little bit, that rice will spread out more at the bottom too. And give you more room at the top. But I don't think I need it. I'm going to throw another box of elbow macaroni on there. So that's 6 boxes of macaroni we got in this bucket. And we're going to seal the lid. I was saying is just to ensure you get the hole in the right spot. Here's the smooth part of the bucket, so you don't waste the lid and get where you can't get a vacuum going. That shows me kind of where I could put a circle. There is a little print right here, but this seals pretty good. take this all, shove it through the bucket. We get our tape here. Cut a little piece. I'm just going to seal that one edge so it sticks in place. Put this back up here. Plug that in. Press down for a little bit. Just keep it snug. Well, it starts to build vacuum. Now I'm going to try not to crush the bucket this time. I got the wrong hole or something? Nope. Maybe the tape got squashed down. I slid the lid over a little bit from where I made the circle because there was print there that I didn't see, and I think that was what was messing with the vacuum. Timed out on me. Alright, I think I got it where there's no print under it now. Well, I found the problem. I don't know where it came from. There's a piece of string in here. From the bag of rice. So let that be a lesson to all of us. That other seal's just like tamper proof, that's all. This will still lock down and seal the gasket. Alright, now we'll see how it works. Drawing vacuum now. the bucket's sucking in, so I'm going to take this off. I don't want to crush the bucket. And then their tape sealed the hole. Lid's all sucked down tight. See, I tried to stop it as soon as it popped the bucket in. And then you just put a little bit of this on here. Seal this back up good. I threw my cardboard away already, but a piece of cellophane to keep it off my fingers all I need. And we'll just smear that around the top of it. Just as a secondary. And there you have it. I hope this is helpful to you. I think it cuts down on the cost a lot. Storing dry goods and stuff. These are food grade buckets. I'd imagine the lids aren't food grade, but it's not like you're putting liquid food in contact with it. So I don't think it's a problem. And I mean, they're white plastic. I can't read this fine print all over it, but they very well could be food grade. I don't know. They do sell food grade buckets right next to them at Lowe's. So, but that's that. I'd like to let you know that I have a Facebook page, Big Jim Country Boy Live, and then we have another Facebook page, Big Jim Country Boy on YouTube, and we have a couple Facebook groups you might want to check out and join. Put your 2 cents in and whatnot also. One is all about homesteading and prepping, living the good life. And then My Food is another new group where you can put photos or videos of your food up there. And then we have Campfire and Cowboy Cooking. And there's a bunch of them out there. The spelling's different, but you'll know mine when you see my ugly mug there on the picture. And then we have All About Gardening. And we'd appreciate it if you'd stop by and see us in our Facebook groups. And anytime you want to share, if you could share on Twitter or whatever you do, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit. If you see one of our videos and you like and you want to help out, just share it. The more people to watch, the more it's better for the YouTube channel. We can keep bringing you stuff here. The way that you can help support our channel is there's a link down at the bottom for our merch store. Down in the description, there's a link to our merchandise store. If you would like to buy something to help support me and the channel and keep bringing you these great videos. Till next time, God bless you and your family. Big Jim Country Boy's out of here. Hey everybody, Big Jim Country Boy here. Check out my new t-shirt. Displays my big giant hot dog I cooked over a campfire. Isn't that beautiful? I got a bunch of other shirts you can check out. Coffee mugs and sweatshirts, hoodies and everything. I'll leave a link down in the description to the merch store. Until next time, Big Jim Country Boy, over and out.